Welcome to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC TV. Presented in part by Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, Summers Funeral Home, Great Oaks Career Campuses, the Fayette County Public Health Department, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse, M&M Fasteners and M&M Turf, S&D Family Tire and Auto, Kirk's Furniture, the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, and Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown. Stick around after the game for the Epifano McDonald's post-game show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good evening, everyone. Along with Dave Woollever, Randy Young, welcome into high school basketball, boys version. Tonight, it's the Panthers of Miami Trace taking on the Broncos of Western Brown. Of course, Western Brown, this will be their first game of the 2004-2005 season. Miami Trace, of course, coming off a win against Uniota back on Friday night here at Miami Trace. When we come back, we'll talk about these teams, so stay with us. Back in 60, right here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communications.
Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center has been a part of serving the automotive needs of Fayette County and the surrounding area since 2001. From tune-ups, brakes, oil changes, heating and air conditioning systems, engines, and more, Jim Van Dyke's can work on all models, both foreign and domestic. Our goal at Jim Van Dyke's is to provide superior quality automotive service and repair in a friendly environment and in a timely manner while building a trusting friendship. You can stop by the shop at 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, Washington Courthouse, or call 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000, or set up an appointment on their website at jimvandyke.com.
Were you exposed to toxins or other hazards while serving our country? If so, please give the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission a call at 740-335-1610 to schedule an appointment. Let us assist you to get the benefits that you rightfully deserve.
Again with Dave Woollever, Randy Young with you on our third broadcast of the 2024-2025 Fayette County Youth Sports. Last week we had girls and then boys of Washington Courthouse. This week it's Miami Trace. Tonight the boys. Tomorrow night, FAC opener as Jackson comes to town to take on the Lady Panthers. And get our first look at head coach Ryan Day's squad. And we'll talk more about that as we go throughout the evening. Western Brown comes into the contest, as we mentioned, this opening game of the 2004-2005 season. They're coming off a 9-14 season from last year. They were 5-5 in the Southern Buckeye Athletic and Academic Conference, or the SBAAC, which is the American Division, which includes like Wilmington, Goshen, teams like that. So the team averaged 54 points a game, 62.4 giving up. League to 10 games they played in the division, they averaged scoring 60.5 points and giving up 62.3. Their lost a total of, if I count right here, they missed out on the upper. Well, they saw 8 seniors graduate from last year's. That's a big number, to be honest with you. But fortunately for them, they do have 4 of their top 6 starters still back, and it'll be led by number 3, Jet Jamison. I mean, that even sounds like a basketball name, folks. Jamison is 5'10" guard. He's a senior. He is averaging currently, or I should say last year, he averaged 12.2 points a game, which was 15th in the conference. He also was honorable mention All Southeast District. Another of their starters that will be back is number 23, Connor Gawley, a 6'1" junior. He averaged 7.3 points a contest last year. And another of their top starters, number 6 from last year's scoring, is William Stewart. Sounds like an actor's name, doesn't it? You know, where he's a 6'1" senior, and he came in and he was averaging a little bit over 4.4 a game. So you got Jamison, averaging a little over 12, Gawley averaging a little over 7, and Stewart a little over 4 points. So right there, you add it up real quickly, you're around 23, 24 points. If you're averaging around 54, means you've got a pretty good chunk of it. One of the guys that did graduate is Eric Crawl, who is averaging 14 points and 11 rebounds a contest. So his presence will be, of course, missed after he graduated, but they're hoping that they'll be able to pick up the slack as head coach of the team, that it being A.J. Frazier, I believe is in his 2nd or 3rd year, will try to fill in the gap there. The team is made up of 7 juniors and 4 seniors. Miami Trace lost at Western Brown last year, and so they opened up the season last year with back-to-back losses on the road. They lost to Uniota, and they lost to Western Brown within a couple days. Well, Trace took care of matters by getting that revenge win, I guess you want to say, when they won here on Friday night, and now they're going to hope they can take on Western Brown and come up with a win there. The Panthers, a little bit different lineup from last year. Of course, they do have a couple kids back from last year's team. Start off, of course, with 6'7" junior now, Adam Guthrie. You've got Julian Baker, a 6'3" sophomore who played a lot of reserve ball last year, has come back. Trey Robinette, of course, the quarterback for the Miami Trace Panthers football team, has taken on more of a role. And I guess the big people, or I should say the big eyes will be on this young man. He's a freshman. And I'm trying to remember, Dave, the last time Trace started a freshman and Ben started a freshman in his starting lineup, but he's a 6-foot freshman, Gage Bowers. And everybody says he's a good one, so we'll see what happens there as he will be in the starting lineup tonight. In fact, one little change, we're going to have Guthrie coming off the bench, at least what they got up on the scoreboard, and they'll have Dane Wilt, a 5'10" sophomore, starting, along with Bowers, Robinette, Sowers, and Julian Baker. But I'm sure we'll see Guthrie before too much action runs off the clock. So that's a quick setup of the teams. We'll take another break. We'll come back, get ready for the tip-off and tonight's starting lineup, so stay with us. You're listening to high school boys basketball here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Is your child transitioning from an infant seat to a convertible seat, or from a convertible to a booster seat? Is your family income eligible for WIC? Help Me Grow has a limited number of car seats available at no cost to families that live in Fayette County. A certified child passenger safety technician will teach you how to properly use the car seat for your child and how to correctly install the seat in your vehicle. This program is available to primary caregivers who cannot afford a safe seat for their child. Limit of 1 seat per child. Call Help Me Grow at 740-335-5111 to see if you qualify today.
S&D Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon. Well, one thing has changed since we last appeared here last February for the tournaments, David. It's now called the Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. So they got the name rights there, and that's going to help the athletic program out a little bit as well. Well, Mike Bernard is doing the announcing, and we're just about ready for the playing of the national anthem as it's Miami Trace, the Panthers, 1-0, taking on Western Brown, the Broncos, in their opening game of the season.
In order to honor America, would you all please rise for the playing of the national anthem by the Miami Trace Pep Band. Now, let's meet the starters from each team, beginning with the visiting Broncos of Western Brown High School. Number 1, Ruben Latham. Number 3, Jet Jameson. Number 23, Connor Gully. Number 24, William Stewart. Number 33, Josh Donaldson. And number 33, Josh Donaldson. The Broncos are coached by A.J. Frazier. Now for your host Panthers. Number 4, Gage Bowers. Number 5, Julian Baker. Number 22, Sky Salyers. Number 23, Trey Robinette. Number 33, Adam Guthrie. The Panthers are coached by Ben Ackland.
All right, so they changed Guthrie's number on me. He is 33, not Dane Wilt. So I apologize for that mistake. We'll make sure to get Dane's correct number. I'm going strictly off the rosters that they gave us today, so maybe Adam and Dane decided to switch rosters and just play trick-a-roosie or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
So anyway, it's Bowers, Robinette, Guthrie, Sowers, and Baker, your starting five. Latham, Jamison, Gullett, Stewart, and Donaldson for Western Brown. Western Brown will be in the gray uniform with yellow trim. Panthers, white uniform and yellow trim. And the Panthers will control the tip. Bowers over to the right side. Robinette skip pass to Bowers. Rifles the pass into Guthrie, low post, turnaround jumper off the glass, good for two. So quickly, Trace gets on the board. Two to nothing. 15 seconds into the game. Around the perimeter they go. Latham. Now to Stewart. Back. Long three, good for Latham. Quickly, Western Brown up, 3-2. Bowers quickly brings the ball down, switch hands dribbled, nice little pass, high post. Guthrie down the lane, lays it off the glass, good for two. This is almost going to be too easy. This keeps up, David. Bowers just throws the ball into Guthrie and said, go for it. 4-2. 4-3. Donaldson. Now over to Stewart. Latham. Around the perimeter they go to the left side. Long three, right wing, good. Another three. That one put up by William Stewart after he got the pass across court from Donaldson. 6-4. Trace with the deficit. Bowers. Entry pass, Guthrie, spin move, off the window, good for two. Guthrie, 3 for 3 off the glass. And let's be honest with you, he's 6'7", the tallest player I believe that they've got is 6'3". I think you're going to see some mismatches, don't you think? And the ball's knocked loose, stolen by Robinette, quickly down court, layup good.
Number 23, Trey Robinette.
We're going to give that to Robinette after the steal. And 2 points off the steal. Another steal, this time by Bowers. He goes in and he lays it up. And all of a sudden now, we've got a 10-6 lead by Miami Trace. Coach Ackley trying to make a statement here early, along with his team. That shot from the corner is no good. Jamison underneath, fighting for it, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And he'll be on the floor. And the foul is going to be called on Salyers. So Sky Salyers will pick up his first foul, and we're going to have a quick timeout. 5:17 left here in the first period. Timeout on the court, 10-6 in favor of Miami Trace. Back at 30 here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
Every journey is unique. That's Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Well, after the Western Brown timeout, as I mentioned, the foul again was on Sky Salyers, so ball will be underneath the Western Brown bucket. Pass in, and a shot up from the right side, put up by Gully, and he'll be fouled. That's going to be on Adam Guthrie. It's his first team foul, number 2 here in this quarter. Free throw up, no good.
Number 23, Connor Gully at the line, shooting 2.
Gully missing the first free throw attempt. Second one is good. So 1 out of 2. Quick pass. Sky with the ball. Now goes to Guthrie. High post. We're going to reach an in foul. It's going to be called. That's going to be on Latham, I believe. It is. So that will be Western Brown's first foul. And they will take the ball out at side court. Bowers will get the inbounds pass. Baker. Bowers. Guthrie, high post, right side. Goes to Bowers. 3-point shot, a little bit long. And we're going to have a whistle. And they're going to say that Latham stepped out of bounds on the rebound. So that's turnover number 3 on the Broncos early in the game. 10-7 is your score. Baker. Salyers. Ball's knocked loose. Turnover, Miami Trace, and then they compound it with a foul in the backcourt. Foul's going to be called on Julian Baker, his first foul. Team foul number 3. Comes Western Brown. The Broncos with the ball. Gully inside, trying to go up with it. Stewart, ball's knocked around, gets his own rebound, then stolen right by Guthrie. Another turnover. To Bowers. They'll call the play. Gets the pick from Guthrie. Starts to work down the right side. That's Guthrie, Robinette, long 3. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Donaldson. So Miami Trace will retain possession underneath their own bucket. Baker again will be the trigger man. Lobs. Salyers. Now to Robinette. Salyers. 3-pointer. In and out. Won't go. Baker. Stick back bucket. Good for 2. 12-7. Quickly, Western Brown comes down and travels as Gully a little bit out under control on that one. So that's 5 turnovers now so far for Western Brown. And he played just getting over the 4-minute mark here in this first period. Guthrie, high post. Now to Salyers, long 3, good for 2.
Number 22, Sky Salyers.
And that's another 3 points off turnovers. That's 7 now for the game. In and out, won't go. As Gawley misses. Guthrie with the rebound. Baker works on the baseline, goes in, lays up, good for two. And another Western Brown timeout of 30 as Miami Trace has jacked the lead up to 10, 17-7. Let's just keep it right here. Reminder, we do have some other basketball action coming up later on this rest of December. We can tell you that tomorrow night we will be here for the girls as Jackson will be taking on Miami Trace. We'll take the air at about 6:45. And then a week from Wednesday, we're back here again with another girls game as it'll be Greenfield McLean taking on Miami Trace. Then Tuesday, December 17th, Hillsboro and Courthouse boys will play each other. And then on Saturday the 21st, it's girls, Miami Trace, and Washington Courthouse. So we still got plenty of action. January and February still to come with more announcements on those as we get to it. So after the second timeout called in the quarter by Western Brown, they got one for the rest of this half. On the baseline, jumper put up, no good. Rebounded by Robinette. Gawley misses it. Going in, and a little floater there by Mr. Bowers. And the young freshman with 4 quick points. Wow. Up front now to Donaldson. To Jamison. Around the perimeter. Donaldson tries to go inside. Ball's knocked loose. Guthrie tries to get a hand on it. And the boys is getting their hands all over it for Miami Trace, and they have it come off the hands of one of the Western Brown players. So another turnover on Western Brown, and that's 6 now for him.
Number 10, Brady Sutton. Number 12, Braden Dill.
So a couple substitutions here. Brady Sutton, number 10 for Western Brown. Number 12 will be Braden Dill. And coming in for Miami Trace, number 12 will be Luke Armstrong. Inside, Armstrong kicks it back out. Robinette launches it for 3. A little bit strong. Baker goes strong with it. Turnaround off the glass, won't go. Fight underneath for the rebound. And it's on the floor. And a stolen. And, oh, they're going to call that a travel? You got to be kidding me. Robinette's called for the travel as the ball was kind of in midair. And they said he traveled with the ball. That's only turnover number 2. Substitutions now. Number 21, who I don't even have their name for. And neither does Mr. Bernard. He doesn't have the names either. So I don't feel so bad, David. Around the perimeter they go to Deal. Now back out front now to Sutton, right side. Deal, long 3 from the right corner, put up, no good by Hit. Rebound comes now to Robinette. Trey. Spin moves, flips it back, long 3, good. As that one will be by Cad Winokur, who's just entered the game. 22-7, all Miami Trace with about 90 seconds left in the first quarter. And a reaching around will be called on Bowers as he got the Western Brown player on the wrist. So Salyers will come back in and Bowers will take a breather. That's his first foul. It's foul number 4 here in the quarter. Meanwhile, Jamison will come out of the game for Western Brown. Hit. Now over to Sutton. And Hit can't hold on to it. Turnover number 7. Quickly. Sowers now back to Baker. Robinette Backing it up a little bit on the right side. We're down to under a minute. Whitaker, Baker, Whitaker, right side of the key. Souders tries to go back door, off the hands and out of bounds by Miami Trace's Jillian Baker couldn't quite hold on to it. Turnover number 3 against Miami Trace. And Connor Gully quickly re-enters the game for the mystery number 21, David. Here comes Western Brown now with under 30 seconds left, and they're down by 15, 22-7. Ball's knocked from behind, but saved by Latham. Long three, good. That's his second 3 in the game. And that is also the first points they've gotten off turnovers after that Baker mistake underneath Western Brown's bucket. Driving the baseline. Salyers pulls up. Nice shot. And with that, that will end the first period of play. So it's been all Miami Trace. And they lead it by a score of 24-10. We'll take a break. We'll be back with second quarter play-by-play in a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball here on Buckeye Country, WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
As you plan your elective surgeries, remember that the best rehabilitation is right here locally at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. With physical, occupational, and speech therapy 7 days a week, our teams can get you back to enjoying life. Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor, sister facilities with a family feel.
Back here as we begin the second quarter of play. Panthers are led by Adam Guthrie, who went 3 for 3 right off the bat. 5 points for Sowers. 4 for Bowers and Baker. 2 for Robinette, 3 for Whitaker. There's your 24. 6 points for Latham for Western Brown. Sutton, right side. Starts to drive, and we're going to whistle and a foul as Connor Napier is number 0 is a new player in the game, and a turnover. Number 8 for Western Brown. Stewart it back in, and Jamison back in. So you got 1, 2, 3. Western Brown along with 23 and 24. Armstrong. Around the perimeter they go. Shot. Good! It's a 2-pointer. They're going to give that to Whitaker. His foot was just inside the line. Guthrie goes for the block. Another turnover. Quickly coming down with it. Sayer, and he turns around. Sauer, and he turns it over. Spin move around the perimeter. Quick movement and another 3-pointer. And that is Latham. He is 3 for 3. Quickly down court with it is Miami Trace. On the perimeter. Jumper put up. No good. Tried to save it. With Sowers. No good. Goes in the hands of Hilt. Back around the perimeter. Jamison sets. Saw it up. No good. Guthrie clears the board. Guthrie 6 points and I'd say unofficially 5, 6 rebounds so far. Got a foul out front. Foul's going to be called on Hitt. His first. Bowers back in. Around the perimeter again. Sky with the 3. Sky Sowers, 8 points so far, and a steal, another turnover. Miami Trace quickly. Bowers passes up the 3, spins. Gets it now over to Whitaker. Around the perimeter to go. And that's another 3. That one goes to Sowers. I think we may have found our 3-point designated shooter in place of Osborne from last year. What do you think, David?
I would think so.
32-13. Pass in the deep corner. Over to Stewart. All the way to the left side. Jumper put up good by Gully. So Gully with the bucket. 32-15. Pass down. There he goes again. That's short by Sky. And we're going to whistle and the ball underneath. So that came off Western Brown. So Bowers will take it out of bounds. Looking. Around the perimeter to go. Now inside. Low post. Guthrie. Double team. Goes in for it. He gets hacked and he'll go to the line. To be honest with you, Adam probably could do that all night and go to the free throw line all night. So let's see how he shoots now. This will be the first free throw attempt for Miami Trace, who's up by an unbelievable 32-15 score here in the second period of play. First one is good by Guthrie. He'll have another opportunity. 2 fouls now this quarter, by the way, for Western Brown. Second one, nope, won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Saved by Western Brown. Here comes the Broncos. Hit across the timeline. Looks left, goes right to Jamison. Now, long 3 from the right corner. Shot up, no good by Stewart. Rebounded by Bowers. Nice rifle pass inside, low post to Guthrie. And they're going to call that a tied ball. Okay. Possession arrow gives it back to Miami Trace, but they said that the Western Brown player tied Guthrie up on the ball. Whitaker will take a breather. Lobs to Guthrie. Now to Bowers. Shot top the key. Good. Gage Bowers with a 3-pointer. Shot on the baseline. No good. Another rebound by Guthrie. 36-15. Guthrie, the young freshman boy, putting on a show here. Jumper left side, no good. Bowers, stick back bucket, good. My goodness. 9 points for Bowers. And then the throw by Western Brown. It goes right through the hands of Latham and goes on out of bounds. That is now a turnover number 11 against the Broncos. A 38-15 score here. Miami Trace, and we still got 4 minutes plus here in the first quarter to play in the first half. Robinette, Baker, Skyman puts it in for 2. He is hot right now. I got him with 13, and then coming down and flubbing up the bouncing the ball is Gawley. Check out, make at Stewart, and that is yet another turnover on the Broncos. So here comes Bowers. Goes inside, little layup, good for 2. 42-15, and we got to have a whistle and a foul out front. As Jamison start to drive, foul will be called on
number 23.
Robinette. It's his first, so Western Brown will take the ball out at side court. Latham. And then coming up with a steal. The Sky man is not in the house. He saves it, though. Now over to Napier, and we're going to whistle, and they said he did the fancy feet. I like how that referee did that fancy jumping feet there.
And for the Broncos, number
Turnover.
21, Josh
Miami
Donaldson.
Trace. That's only their 5th turnover, Dave, compared to 12 for Western Brown. 3:19 left here in the first half of play. The magical number 21 is now back in the game. Trying to drive the lane and traveling with the ball is Donaldson. Yet another turnover.
Whitaker, Guthrie, and number 3, Bryson Yeoman.
Okay. So we've got Yeoman's in, number 3. Whitaker, 21. Guthrie just went up for the shot, no good. Rebound, jumper, Whitaker, no good. Guthrie gets his own rebound. Backdoor pass, layup, good. Oh, that's beautiful. Good play there and a beautiful pass by Guthrie. And the ball is thrown, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Latham. Now, if these guys realize this is the first round bugaboos or what, but boy, they're going to have to get it going here as they're down big time to Miami Trace. 44-15. Baker. Now over to Robinette, tries to drive, and he's going to get called for traveling. Try a little bit too fancy on that one. And with that, we're going to call 30-second timeout. Let's take one as well. 2:24 left in the first half of play. 44-15. Miami Trace leads. Back at 30 right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communications.
In the spring of 1991, my parents established the Summers Funeral Home to provide thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to families who are in pain from the loss of a loved one. This is Vanessa Summers, and we at the Summers Funeral Home continue our commitment to the community and treating everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. For more information on how we can better serve you in your time of need, please give us a call at 740-335-6078, or please feel free to stop by our office at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160.
Western Brown with a shot from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, layup, good. And a stick back bucket by Donaldson. So that makes it now 44-17 with under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Robinette into Guthrie, and he'll be fouled on the play as he went toward the bucket.
That was on number 21, Josh Donaldson, his first, team third.
I think they said 21 is Josh Hamilton. I believe I heard that right. First 3 throws, no good by Guthrie. Second one is good, so he's 1 out of 2.
Number 12.
Guthrie will come out.
Re-entering for the Panthers.
Luke Armstrong comes back in, number 12 for Miami Trace. 45-17 is your score. All Panthers. Under 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Donaldson now to Jamison, no good. Baker rebounds, outlet pass. Whitaker, check it, Armstrong. Now driving layup, it's good. And that one's by Whitaker. And kids come off the bench here, and he's got 9 points already. Long 3 put up by Hamilton, no good. Tries to pass it underneath, ball's knocked loose. Turnover, Western Brown. Here comes now the Panthers, and then they turn around and they turn the ball over. So here comes the Broncos once again. Hit over to Hamilton, ball stolen, another turnover. Come down, and Robinette misses the shot. And Trace acts like they don't know who to shoot the ball. They threw 3 times there. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure Coach Ackley was going to ask him too, because 2 or 3 players, especially Yeoman, he was open. He got rid of it, threw it to someone else, and then whoever else was in the back on the backboard passed it off to Baker. Baker, though, draws the foul. That will be on Hamilton. That's his second. Baker makes a free throw. That's 5 points for him. One thing tonight it did not keep was rebounds. Oh well. Okay, so Avery Bennett, number 2, a 5'11" senior, is now into the game for the Panthers. 49-17, ball knocked loose, another turnover. 17 now for Western Brown. In the paint, shot up, will not go. Rebound comes down to the Broncos. Jamison flips it all the way across court and working the baseline, and a travel call. Again, this one will be on Golly. Another turnover on Western Brown. So with under 30 seconds left, 49-17. Armstrong between the circles. Pass now over to Bennett. Now to Robinette. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as committing the foul.
Fouls on number 21, Josh Donaldson, his third. Team 5th of the quarter.
Foul will be called on Hamilton.
Robinette at the line, shooting the double bonus.
So that's his third foul. So Robinette will go to the line. First one's up, good. He's got 3 points tonight. Missed the second one, ball batted around, goes out of bounds. So 1 out of 2. 2.4 seconds left. Coach Ackley says, don't foul. Jamison throws it long distance, and it's short and goes out of bounds, but that ends the period. So, an unbelievable 26 points in that second quarter, and Miami Trace leads it 50-17 over Western Brown. Kirk's Furniture halftime show coming up in a few minutes. Stay with us. You're watching high school boys basketball action right here on WCHC. We're watching Courthouse Communication.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission offers services ranging from claim submission, emergency financial support, memorial affairs, and transportation to and from VA doctor's appointments. We're here to help. Call us at 740-335-1610 to see how we can best service you. Are you a new parent looking for support? Fayette County Public Health offers several programs to connect with new moms, dads, and babies to provide support for your parenting journey. Family Connects provides a nurse visit to support your family right after you come home with your new baby. The nurse can answer questions or address concerns you may have, and they can also connect you to any clinical or community support you need. If you would like regular support as you navigate your parenting journey and your child's developmental milestones, the Help Me Grow home visiting program may be a good fit. We also offer car seat checks, baby massages, and the WIC Supplemental Nutrition Program. Call 740-335-5910 for more information. Together, we can build stronger and healthier families.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leella Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
It's now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. Back here at Miami Trace, it's been all the Panthers as the first half score at halftime. Miami Trace leads Western Brown by a score of 50-17. Trying to get the last few seconds here of statistics for you. I think we got her now. So let's look at the individual scoring for the teams. First of all, for Western Brown, with 17 points tonight, Reuben Latham, number 1, is got 3 threes for 9 points in the contest. 3 points for Connor Gawley and 2 for Josh Donaldson. There's 17 points there. Miami Trace. Wow. Talk about your balanced scoring. You've got 6 players that scored so far. Lead off by the Sky Man, Sky Sowers. He's got 10 points, including 3 threes. Oh, that ain't right. Is it? He's got 13 points, David. 9 and 4 is 13? Yes, it is. I don't know where I went to school at, but I messed it up, didn't I? Anyway, 13 points for Sowers. Also, the young freshman, Cage Bowers. He plays like this, ain't playing like no freshman anymore, folks. 11 points tonight, including a 3-pointer. We got Guthrie with 8, 6 apiece for Baker and Whitaker coming off the bench, and 3 for Trey Robinette. So that's your 50 points there. In the turnover department, I got Western Brown has turned the ball over a total of 17 times, and they've given up 15 points of the 50 to the Panthers. Meanwhile, Miami Trace has committed 7 turnovers, but they've only given up 5 points. So that right there is plus 10 points off turnovers. Of course, that's one of those favorite stats that I've had all the years. And it rings true. If you win the points off turnovers, chances are you're going to win the game 90% of the time. And I would say with a 33-point lead at halftime, it's looking pretty good, isn't it?
You'd have to royally mess up.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see how the Panthers do in the second half of play. Coach Guthrie, I should say Adam Guthrie, we'll see how much play along with the starters he has, as Coach Ackley probably will maybe start using more of his 7th, 8th, 9th man as the game progresses later on, once this is kind of nailed down a little bit. So 50-17 is your score, in case you were not aware of it. So far, we have a split among the reserves and the freshmen. Western Brown won the freshman game earlier tonight by a score of 54-37. It was 29-6 at halftime. That's how bad it was. But the Panthers came back. Basically, it was a one-man show. Charles with Charlie Anderson, had 25 of the 37 points. And Makia Hernandez, had 11. So Makia Hernandez with 11, Andrews with 25. My math says that's 36. They scored 37. I'm sorry I didn't get who had the other point. I apologize for that. In the reserve game, it was Miami Trace winning, going away, 42-22. They led 18-5 at the half, bumped it up to 36-15 after 3, and won by 20. And in that contest, they did very, very well. And let me see here real quickly. The leading scorer for the Panthers was number 1, Evan Parsley, 5'10" sophomore. He led the way with 14 points. And Carter Davidson, a freshman, came up with 7 points. So there's 21 of your 42 points. So again, Parsley with 14 and Davidson with 7. And again, in the freshman game, it was Charlie Anderson with 25 and Matix Hernandez with 11 for the freshman. So it's a split so far. Miami Trace, Varsity, well, they're going to try to make it 2 out of 3. We'll see if they can do it in the second half. And we'll be back with the second half in a moment. You've been listening to the Kirk's Furniture Halftime Show presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners, and the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. As in the past 106 years, we're still closed on Sundays.
Don't forget, we're back here tomorrow night with another Miami Trace game, but it's the girls. Coach Ryan Day's team has now won 2 in a row, 2-2. They're opening up the FAC. They'll take on 3-time defending champion Jackson tomorrow night, 6:45 approximately airtime. Jackson, of course, hit heavy with graduation. But hey, you never know, right? Meanwhile, Coach Day taking over the program, trying to make his imprint. And they beat Piketon 52-20, something like that, Monday night. So this will be their 4th game in 10 days, something like that. So they're quite busy. So that's tomorrow night. Girls basketball. Jackson will take on Miami Trace. Greenfield, meanwhile, will be in town tomorrow night, and they'll take on the Washington Courthouse Lady Lions. Our next broadcast will be a week from Wednesday, the 11th. We'll be out here with girls basketball, Greenfield, and Miami Trace. Second half now ready to get started as Latham now over to Stewart. Around the perimeter they go to Donaldson. Driving down the left side. Guthrie on him. They kick it right back out to Jamison. Around the perimeter they go. Now Stewart starts to drive. Jumper, top of the key, no good. Ball batted around. Guthrie comes down with the board. He's got to be close to a double-double to get some more points. He goes for the 3. Well, that may have just did it right there. That gives him 11 points, and he's got at least 10 rebounds, David. All right, 53-17, so now we're under a running clock. And the layup is good by Jamison. 53-19. Except for timeouts or injuries, they say it's a running clock. Guthrie inside, ball's knocked loose. Goes out of bounds, Robinette. So understand running clock goes at 35 points, but it stops if the other team gets it down under 30. If I remember my rules right. Long pass, midcourt. Robinette saves it. Cross-court pass over to Bowers. Shake and bake move. Tries to go to Guthrie, throws it away, goes out of bounds. Turnover for the Panthers. That'll be their 8th of the game. 6:07 left here in the third period. Well, he made a mistake there. Latham started to drive the ball and took a little extra step. That's what we call a big, big no-no. Costly mistake there, 18th turnover. Clock continues to run, 5:43. Baker out front, closely guarded by Jamison. Now to Bowers. Pass to Guthrie, tries to pass away, and it comes off the hands of Baker. Turnover, Miami Trace. 53-19. Panthers playing with the running clock. Jamison now over to Latham. Around the perimeter, Gawley. Now over to Stewart. In the paint, shot up off the rim, won't go. Guthrie with yet another rebound. Quick outlet pass, down court. In the paint, layup, it's up, no good by Robinette. And here we go, running down this way. Stewart underneath. Oh, nice slap ball there by the Sky Man. And now a bounce pass attended to Robinette and threw a little bit wide, another turnover. Sowers made a really nice block down here, didn't he?
Number 2, Tyler
Hitt now back in the game for Western Brown. Jamison, number 2 on the team in scoring last year, over 12 a game. It's going to be expected, along with Stewart and them, to kind of carry the load. That jumper way off the mark. Rebound comes down to Robinette, goes inside. Guthrie, high post, left side. My goodness, he's getting mauled. He puts it up, good for the bucket. Now the one official says 2. So is it going to be a bucket, or is he going to say no?
Fouls on number 33, Austin Sandifer, his first, team first. Guthrie at the line for the and one.
Well, it's going to be the 1-and-1. In and out won't go. So the free throw, the bucket did not count. So the free throw's missed quickly. Western Brown comes down, and Bowers goes up high for the rebound. He's got 11 points. He's getting close to a double-double. Guthrie in the paint. Let's take a little walk at him. Rebound by Baker, no good. Ball slapped out. Sowers underneath, layup good. Skyman does his thing. He's got 14 points. Nice assist by Guthrie, and we got a quick timeout with 3 minutes left in the third. That's called a 30-second timeout right here on WCAC. It's Miami Trace leads 57-19. Well, hold on a second. I thought we were going to have a timeout. Official said no. No timeout. They just want to make a substitution. So we'll bring it back. Underneath, layup, good. And a chance for the old-fashioned 3 as Gawley will hit the bucket.
Fouls on number 21.
Fouls on Whitaker, his first foul. So Whitaker's back in. Yeoman's in. Armstrong's in. Napier's in. And stolen. Another turnover. Armstrong gets it. Here comes Miami Trace. Long 3, put up, a little bit off the mark. Rebound, stick back bucket, good by Connor Napier.
Number 0, Connor Napier.
59-21, under 2 minutes left here in the quarter, and a whistle and a foul underneath. And
number 21,
foul will be on Whitaker, his second.
team second.
I'm sure Coach Ackley does not want him to try to use all 5 of his fouls here in this period, you know. So Western Brown will get the ball out of bounds as, again, the clock is running. We're down to 90 seconds left here in the third period. Around the perimeter, Jamison gets it off the pick, goes inside, lays it off the glass, no good. Rebound by Napier. Bounce pass now over to Armstrong. Armstrong looking. Around the perimeter. Now to Yeoman. Whitaker. Armstrong. Kills the dribble. Starting to drive on the baseline was Bennett, who's in the game now. Long three. Good by Armstrong. So Luke Armstrong picks up a big 3 there. So we're down to under a minute. The 62-21 lead by Miami Trace. Long 3, hit, no good. Rebound comes down to Armstrong. Now over to, I guess that's Armstrong with the ball. The rebound was by Napier. Sorry about that. Armstrong kills the dribble. Now goes it over to Whitaker. Whitaker from the foul line. Jumper, no good. Got a whistle and a foul. And the clock is going to hit zip. And we'll find out who the foul on is when we come back for fourth quarter. Score after 3, 62, Miami Trace, 21, Western Brown. You're listening to high school boys basketball here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication.
As a U.S. veteran, you have serviced your country well. Now it's time to let us serve you. The Fayette County Veterans Service Commission provides free assistance for both veterans and their families. To learn more about the services we provide, please give us a call at 740-335-1610.
Don't forget, after the post-game program, we will be doing our Epifano McDonald Star of the Game. Of course, we had the Fall Sports Star of the Game a couple of weeks ago. We're scheduled a week from Saturday to do the Student Athlete Awards. We've got most of the winners notified, so we'll have 2 segments. At 9 o'clock will be Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse kids, and then 10:30 will be Fayette Christian School and Greenview. So be listening for that on the Epifano Sports Network on Saturday the 14th. We begin the fourth period of play. Again, we're still under a running clock. Miami Trace, little weave here. Yeoman, now over to Bennett, around the perimeter. Now over to Armstrong, off the pick. Napier, now a long 3, way off the mark. Trying to save it was Miami Trace. And Napier ran into a young fella, picked him up, dusted him off, and said, "Have a nice day," and moved on down the court. I don't know if he said that or not, folks, but it sounded good at the time. Sutton over to the left side, now the hit. Kills the dribble. Now goes to Donaldson. Now back over to Deal. Shot, no good. Rebound, Panthers. Whitaker. Little short pass. Yeoman. Give and go, no go. Rebound, turnover, Miami Trace. Quickly coming down court. Trying to go inside for layup. Will be hit, and he will be fouled.
fitting last name.
Yeah, he was hit while he was hitting.
Fouls on
The
number
layup.
12, Luke Armstrong, his first, team first of the quarter. Checking in
Foul
for
will be on
Western Brown, number
Armstrong.
23, Connor Gully.
So slowly, Western Brown starting to make some subs. Over to the right side, a little hook shot, no good. And fighting underneath for the rebound was Brandon Deal and Chad Whitaker. And the ball's tied, and Western Brown gets it back. Well, that strategy worked for Western Brown, at least for a few seconds. Looking. Inside. Follow-away jumper. Good. Making the bucket, Gully. He's got 7 points. Gully with second on the team in scoring, behind Latham. Now to Yeoman. Starts to drive, kills the dribble. Napier. Now over to the right side. Armstrong, long three, no go. Rebound comes down now to Hit. Hit to Sutton. Sutton. Now over, layup good for two by Hit, who makes the layup. And more substitutions now coming in, and we're going to start having some reserve players. Evan Parsley enters. Bernard. Matt Bernard. With the ball is Parsley. Shot up, no good. Parsley follows the shot up. Anthony Huffer, I believe, is in the game now. No good. Here comes Western Brown. Shot up, good. That one's a three-pointer, and that will be by Hit, who's got all 5 points. We're down under 4 minutes left in the game. 62-28. Parsley. Now over to Yeoman. And we're going to whistle and foul on the right side.
Foul is on number 12. Ruben Latham.
Foul's going to be called on Deal.
First of the quarter.
That'll be his first. Panthers with the ball. Parsley. Some of the reserves getting a little playing time here now in this blowout by Panthers. Now over to, well, the ball's inside and it's turned over by the Panthers. Down court, long shot, corner, good. And that one's by Hit. So Hit's got 7 points all in this period. Latham's got 9. That's your top two scorers right now.
So we're almost back to stopping that running clock.
Clock continues to run, 2:45, 62-31. Long three, no go. Ball batted around. Rebound, Western Brown. Quick pass down court and goes out of bounds. Turnover, Western Brown. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if it gets under 30, the clock goes off. It's Miami Trace with the ball. Napier shot up, and he'll be fouled on the play. He'll shoot two. As the foul comes up against Hit. Hit will pick up his second foul. Free throw up, good. By Napier. Gives him 3 tonight. Second one, good. 64-31, 33-point lead by the Panthers with 90 seconds left in the game. Sutton in the paint, shot up, no good. Rebound by Bernard. He said, I'm keeping it, and he does. There's the toss. Quickly, down court, long three. No, off the mark by Miami Trace, and goes out of bounds. Final minute on the clock. Pass to Sutton. Thrown wide right, and it's out of bounds. Another turnover. Don't forget, post-game program, star of the game, and also the interview. Either Coach Ackley or I assume possibly Coach Southward. We'll talk to one of those two fellas, I'm sure, on the post-game show. Stay tuned for that. Miami Trace content to run the clock down. Armstrong. Final seconds tick away. And that is going to end the contest. And the final score, it is Miami Trace winning it 64-31. So stay with us. Our post-game programming coming up in just a few minutes. Again, the Panthers win it big time, 64-31. You're listening to high school boys basketball here on WCHC. We're Washington Courthouse Communication. Family Tires, located at 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse, remind you that you'll find top brand name tires right in their showroom. Steve and his staff can offer you a wide variety, including Bridgestone and Cooper. You'll find an impressive selection of premium wheels and tires for your vehicle. S&D Family Tires offers mounting tires for $12, balancing tires for $12. They offer rotation, alignment, and so much more. Call for an appointment or stop by. Give them a call at 740-313-7425 or stop by 333 West Court Street in downtown Washington Courthouse. Open daily 8 to 5, Saturdays 8 to noon.
At the Fayette County Veterans Service Commission, we do solemnly swear to proudly support all veterans of all branches across all generations. Please contact us today to learn more. 740-335-1610.
Every journey is unique. Right now, students living in 36 Southwest Ohio school districts can explore over 30 hands-on programs offered across 4 Great Oaks campuses, including Laurel Oaks and Wilmington. These extraordinary opportunities for high school juniors and seniors are tuition-free and feature state-of-the-art labs designed to prepare students for whatever comes next. Pursue your passions, play to your strengths, discover your greatness. Great Oaks. Visit greatoaks.com.
Kirk's Furniture in New Holland has a gift that you can open all year long, a Lazy Boy recliner. We have a big selection of lift, rockers, or wall recliners in the big man's recliner at prices that Kirk's Furniture in New Holland are known for. 12 months interest-free financing with approved credit. Free delivery in our trading area. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Open Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. as in the past 106 years we're still closed on Sundays.
You have the power to protect your children against serious diseases like measles, cancer caused by HPV, and whooping cough. Vaccines work with your child's natural defenses to help them safely develop protection from diseases. Fayette County Public Health is offering childhood immunizations by appointment. Late appointments are available. For more information or to schedule, call 740-335-5910.
All right, we're back here at Miami Trace. Final score. Panthers win tonight by a score of 64-31. It's kind of interesting. They didn't score in the fourth quarter. Of course, with the running clock, maybe you don't have to, right? So anyway, final score there of 64-31. Let's take a look at the scoring for Western Brown first. I'd unofficially tonight, Ruben Latham with 9 points, including 3 threes. 8 points for Tyler Hitt, including 2 threes. 7 points for Connor Gawley. Had 3 points for William Stewart and 2 points apiece for Jet Jameson and Josh Donaldson. I had Western Brown with 6 threes in the contest tonight. And David, I had him 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And that was back in the first quarter. No, check out. They were 1 for 2. Excuse me. 1 for 2, and that was back in the first quarter. Okay, unofficially for Miami Trace, I've got Sky Sowers with 13 points tonight, including 3 threes. I've got 11 points apiece for Gage Bowers and Adam Guthrie. Gage had 1 3, so did Adam. I had, let me see here, 9 points for Cade Whitaker. He also had a 3. I had 6 points for Julian Baker. 4 points for Connor Napier. And 3 points apiece for Trey Robinette and Luke Armstrong, who hit a 3-pointer. In the three-point land, 13 for Miami Trace tonight. And I had him 7 out of 11 from the charity stripe. So, 3 Panthers in double figures with 1 just missing. Western Brown was not successful. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do our start of the game, and we'll wait just a few minutes. If we don't get a coach's interview, we'll chalk it up the next time, I guess. You're watching high school boys basketball action right here on WCHC. Okay, we're back here with our Epifano McDonald star of the game. It will be 6'7" junior Adam Guthrie tonight. Adam with a total of 11 points and unofficially 13 rebounds, a double-double. So he will be our star of the game. He had 8 points at halftime, then hit a 3 in that third period. Kind of quiet down just a little bit, but hey, you know, he still made it. He's 2 for 5 from the free throw line, but again, he had 13 rebounds, so double-double. So congratulations once again to Adam Guthrie for our star of the game. Don't forget now, coming up tomorrow night, we will have girls basketball action. It will be, of course, the Miami Trace Lady Panthers taking on the Jackson Iron Ladies. It'll be FAC action. So we will take the air at about 6:45 here from Vermeer Heartland Gymnasium. We're going to have to take a while to get used to that, huh? But that will be the location. And then a week from after that, we will, of course, have Greenfield and Miami Trace for you on girls basketball as well. So that's going to, well, giving Ben enough here time. I don't know if he's going to get over here or not. Okay. Yeah, he's finally coming. Well, 201 in the victory column was a little bit easier than the other 200, weren't they?
Yeah, there's none of them easy, Randy. But we're certainly happy with our kids and our effort. And, 2-0 gives us a chance to be 3-0. So we'll take it and get back to the board tomorrow and get ready for Logan L.
I'm going to say, you had Unioda and Western Brown last year. You lost to them. And I think you even told me at one time, you said, maybe I overscheduled those opponents on the road too early. So you kind of got a little payback, I think, the last couple of days to get that win, especially here at home.
Yeah, last year I didn't have our teams ready. I took some things for granted. We made some changes, and we rebooted. And I give all those seniors all the credit in the world because then we won 10 in a row after that. So, and won a league championship. It's weird being out here and looking out. And there's no Bryson Osborne and Austin Bodecker and Colton May and Brady Armstrong. They had been with us for 3 years. They grew us, and Drew Guthrie and Hayden Hunter. I mean, those guys, they built this, and they're a big part of what's going on right now.
I told David, I says, I don't know if I even know these kids a little bit. I mean, I know they played reserve ball, except for Adam. He's the only one I kind of really recognize on a consistent basis. The other kids you were playing parts with last year. But, yeah, tell us a little bit about this young freshman.
He's exceptional.
He is.
He's a dream come true, I'll tell you that. I've never coached a kid like him at that position. I've been very fortunate to coach great kids.
Yeah.
You talk about 200. That has very little to do with me and a lot to do with them and my coaches and everyone I've surrounded myself with. But he's special. I mean, he sees the floor. He reads the floor. And I've told the rest of our kids, we need to give him 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
He still has moments where he's a freshman. But come January, man, he's going to be there. He's a quick study, and he's just so tough, mentally so tough. Julian Baker's so mentally tough. And then you have kids like Sky Salyers and Trey Robinette who have been last year. They played, but not the role. Everyone's role's expanded.
Right.
And but these kids, we've been pretty good, Randy. I mean, we've won 35 games the last 2 years. They would have started in a lot of programs.
Right.
But we had Austin Bodecker. We had Colton May. We had who were 2 of the best, if not the 2 best defenders in the league the last couple of years.
Right.
To do what they did to kids like Tate Davis and people like that. And then you've got Bryson Osborne, who would have started on any team we played last year.
Yeah.
Brady Armstrong, if not the best shooter in the league, one of them. So
Yeah.
we had a lot of talent, and these kids have waited their turn, and are very deserving, and I'm glad that they're off to such a great start.
I got 2 questions for you. Starting a freshman is very rare for you. The only other one I could think off the top of my head would have been Samantha Leach. Did she start as a freshman for you?
Well, she didn't play for me. You're aging me a little bit there, but
oh, that's right. She played for Coach Stutzman. I'm sorry.
She played for Coach Stutzman.
All
but
right.
she did. Sam did start as a freshman, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
But it doesn't happen much. Tanner Bryant started, but we were down that year. That was my worst year I had with the girls. We had 3 injuries that year, 2 ACLs, and we had a stress fracture.
I remember that.
But she would have started anyway. I mean, Tanner was an exceptional player, but it doesn't happen. And on the boys' side, it's you just don't know. But to be honest with you, from the day I watched him play AAU going into 7th grade, and I knew.
Your water started mouth.
He's just one of them kids. It doesn't, and I'm not saying it's me because everyone knew.
Yeah.
He's just that kid. And
Yeah.
the best evaluation of talent is by your peers. It's
Yeah.
not always your coaches. And he had their respect the second time they watched him walk in the gym. He's an unselfish kid. He's a pass-first kid. They love playing with kids like that. And our kids have accepted him. Our leaders have accepted him. And it's been a nice mix between him and Luke out handling the basketball.
Final question for you. This team seems a little quicker. Am I right, wrong? I mean, I know you've only played 2 games, but.
This is the most athletic team we've had overall. I think that we can even run more. I haven't really opened them up yet.
Yeah.
And I told the guys on the radio, Randy, the scary part is I don't know. This might be as good as we can be. But we've only had 3 practices with everybody. Guthrie got released last Monday. We moved practice back.
Right.
He went and saw Dr. Krimchek. He got released. And we practiced later so he could practice. He practices Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He comes in. We come in on Thanksgiving morning so he can get some conditioning in. But it's like that's why this is a special group. We had 9 people in here on Thanksgiving morning.
Wow.
Just to shoot and get some shots up. And that's all volunteer, you know, if they weren't with their family or whatever.
Right.
And they were here. So we got some conditioning in. But he's had recruiting visits. He was hurt there. Julian Baker's had recruiting visits for football. I mean, it's a blessing because we've got some really good athletes.
Right.
Trey Robinette had a visit to Mount Union. So we had 2 or 3 scrimmages where, you know, we were down 3 starters. So it was great for the other kids to get the experience, but we still are gelling. We're still like in week 2 of the whole process. I feel like we're kind of like Jackson is every year because our football team goes deep in the playoffs, or Clinton Massey or whatever. It's more that way for us this year than it's ever been. And we were extremely concerned coming in, and to be honest, did not see this coming yet. We thought there was a chance we could get to be where we've been the last 2 games, but you know, we've got a really tough one Friday. Loganell is extremely gritty. They're well coached, you know, and it's our first road game, so that'll be a huge test for us. And I told our kids tomorrow will be the hardest practice we've had all year yet. So get ready tomorrow. I warn them because I don't want them eating a bunch where they're puking. So we're going to really get after it tomorrow and challenge them, and then we'll back off a little bit Thursday and go over the scouting report and stuff, and then hop on the bus and go see where we land.
All right. Well, congratulations for a big win tonight. Adam was our player or star of the game, double for him. So he'll be recognized when we get through basketball season. Hopefully him and the rest of the kids will have a lot more awards that they'll be able to win through this season.
Well, we appreciate you guys as always coming and the time you put in, and our kids, you know, you see all the media outlets here. It's just incredible. Sosa was here last week. It's just incredible that these kids have this stage that they can play on, and we're very blessed and thankful for you guys and all that you do, because I know it's cold and it's almost 9 o'clock. So if you're like me, you're ready to eat your fingers off your hand.
I'm going to say, man, I'm about ready to go eat supper myself. So congratulations again
Thank
for
you
the
guys.
win.
I appreciate you. God bless you.
Ben
Thank
Ackley, the head varsity boys basketball coach for the Miami Trace Panthers, joined us here on the post-game program. And that's pretty much it. So Western Brown wins the freshman game. Trace takes the reserve and the varsity game big time. So tomorrow night, we're right back here again. Girls basketball again, 6:45 airtime. It will be Jackson at Miami Trace. We hope you join us then. For Dave Woolliver, I'm Randy Young, and a good night, everyone.